Alright, so we're back again. We've done some basic, we did the tutorial to get the character into the game, and we've done some basic training in VR to try to get some experience using the weapons. Now that we're in game, there's multiple ways that we can get experience. We can get them by destroying the enemy and destroying enemy vehicles, and capturing and defending bases, and destroying and repairing and healing. We're going to go into directives next, because directives will also give you some. One of these things for a directive is for this basic directive. It's in the summary. This is basic training. We're going to go into basic training. Is apparently they're going to give us one for redeploying, which I didn't even know was anything to do. So I'm going to redeploy one more time. Okay, so there's also an alert going on at this point. The alert shows you by this little flashing icon thing that was showing up at the top of the screen. It shows you how much time's left on it here. It shows you what kind of it is on here. This is a continent capture. So this continent's going to get captured in 4 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and move to another continent so we don't have to worry about that during the transition. Or maybe I'll just stay here so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, so I just finished that directive. Why is that? I don't know, maybe it's going to make me redeploy multiple times. I am not sure how many times it's going to take it to do that ribbon. And they got one for changing classes, so I'm going to go ahead and change classes. So I'm going to redeploy. Let's see if I got rid of that directive. Nope, it's going to be a certain number of times in order to get that ribbon and the redeploys apparently. And I'm going to change classes to an engineer. Okay, so what I would go into with you basically right now, I'm going to go ahead and do that while waiting. This is a squad-based game, so I would go into, what you really need to do is go into the social menu, find somebody, a squad to join, and join it. Now, if you're early on, what you might want to do is hit the slot thing when you're still playing. You want to find a squad that's almost fully manned and join that squad. So this one's at 11 to 12 because this is going to be the most people in this, so I'm going to join this squad. And mentor squads where somebody's going to help you, but I'm joining this one. Now they've already thinned it out, so I'm going to go ahead and quit this one. I'm going to leave the platoon. Alright, hit slots again. I'm trying to find a full one. And I don't know why it's showing me that these have full squads, because that's definitely not a full squad. And then try to get with them, I can try to do instant action. Hitting an I is instant action, and usually you don't want to do this unless you're in a squad, but it's supposed to take you to where the squad leader is. So hopefully it'll take me to where the squad leader is. It did not, for whatever reason. Oh, I think I disabled my instant action actually. So and just change it to where I go to deploy. So I'm looking for my forces on the map. Here's where the platoon leader is. He's got this icon. They should be putting markers on the screen, but they aren't for whatever reason. I don't know why. And these guys are defending over here. This vehicle's in my squad. This guy's in the platoon. They're probably getting ready to thin it. He moved over here, so I see where he is. He's not putting platoon markers down, but here he is. So I'm gonna move over to the base he's at. So I want to support my platoon leader. I'm going to go ahead and get into a medic. I'm going to try to go where point is. Where that little A is, that's where the point is. I'm trying to get over there to help defend it. I don't know where the enemy is in the base, but alright. You're going to have to figure out all these maps yourself. It's just, the maps are kind of complicated sometimes. There's a lot of buildings. You just got to explore. It's part of the fun of the game. Okay, they say something now. Here's the enemy thunder moving up the map. That's that red thing over there on the mini map. That's an enemy deployment vehicle. Whoa. So from that Sunderer they can deploy enemy troops. Alright, so when it gets liberated, you've captured the continent, the faction gets a benefit, and using my medic tool to heal him. An enemy vehicle. As a medic, I don't have any equipment that'll be able to destroy it. And so I'm just working as a support class. So I've gained a little bit of experience. You can see experience down there. The search down there, I got 36 at this point. If I go out here to the inventory screen, it's showing that I've earned some XP. And that was all from healing the heavy here. So now I'm out here. I'm at a captured continent. I don't have the ability to destroy that vehicle because I'm a medic. So I'm going to redeploy. Now early on you're going to want to do things to help you get points search quickly. Don't worry about your KDR too much earlier on unless you're that kind of player who really wants to be overly concerned about that, because I'm going to say overly concerned because I am not overly concerned about that KDR. I want to have my faction win. Okay, it's on continent. I don't know why I didn't get anything because I wasn't on there long enough. You've got to be on at least 45 minutes in an alert for it to give you credit for it for a capture. All right, so the size of my the squad's beefing up. I don't know which one I'm in. I'm in this squad right here. Here I am. It's showing. This just shows that I'm a member, and that's what that little blue arrow means. There's another kind of arrow in that go in there when you have a boost going. So I'm going to deploy here. Now we're at the warp gate and we're starting out. They're likely to be pulling vehicles, so I like running in vehicles myself. So I'm going to switch to an engineer. I'm going to try to find somebody to run with. See what he's pulling. There's pulling aircraft. So this is an air pull terminal. You pull aircraft from these. This is their fighter aircraft. This is like an attack helicopter. This is your bombing and heavy attack craft. This is a 3-person vehicle. This is a 1-person vehicle. This is a 1 driver, 1 gunner, and it has 4 seats to carry guys in. The Galaxy is the big troop transport. It has 4 guns on it. The pilot does not have a weapon, and the Valkyrie pilot does not have a weapon either, but it has a separate gunner. And this can carry up to a squad worth of troops. So I'll go back to the game. Now let's look down there on my where the squad's listed. You can see this platoon leader's got like a little rectangular shaped thing next to him where he did. That was a Sunderer, which is a spawn vehicle, and the 2 other guys have the little icon on there, which are fighter jets, and they're using their fighter jets. I'm going to redeploy and try to get to where the platoon leader is. You want to try to stay where the platoon leader is located. Hopefully they're using the icons to put the platoon waypoint markers. For whatever reason they're not. I don't know why they're not, but they're not. I believe he's here. There's this Sunderer. I'm going to deploy to a Sunderer. I'm going to run as a medic in the area and try to back him up. Alright, so I see him out there. He's that gold colored star on my map in front of me. That's where he is. So I'm going to try to get to where he is to help him. There's a lot of enemy troops over there and I'm by myself, so I'm not going to go over there too far. Alright, so that was a stalker. He came up, he knifed me, but I managed to gun him down. And he's got res by a medic on his side. I'm going to look at my map, see if I can see where the platoon leader is. I do not see him. He's not using his platoon waypoint markers. I don't know why. We're going to leave this squad and try to find one that has somebody using the markers so I can show you those. I was thinking, since that was a larger squad, that they would at least have somebody in there that would be able to use markers, especially since it's VCO. They're more organized, so I would have expected them to use them. I don't know why these things are saying. I don't know why it's showing me the numbers that show them, because that definitely is not a full squad. I'm going to go in this one that says 6 of 12, see what's going on with that one. I do not know why it's doing what it's doing. I think it's glitching on me. Maybe you can't sort it. It's just not. Maybe it's not actually showing sorting. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Okay, this one's supposed to have 9 in it. I think it's one I was in already. Go to the map. He's not using the markers. I'm trying to find somebody who's using the markers so I can show you what's going on with that. Did I try to go in this one already and it was empty? I don't know why it's throwing me into this squad with this guy. It's trying to, maybe it's, I don't know what it's doing. I mean, honestly, I don't know what it's doing. It's not letting me go into this. The squads aren't showing what they're doing for whatever reason. I mean, it's annoying because it keeps throwing this Fate Weaver guy. He's only got one guy in it. Let's try going to this one. Oh, because he keeps on trying to throw me into a mentor squad. I don't want to be in a mentor squad. Yeah, sorry. Usually it doesn't do that thing about... I haven't played a low-level character really since they started putting that mentor thing in, so I apologize. So we're in a bigger platoon. These guys should be using markers. You can hear them chatting, and so this is where the Delta squad wants to go. I am in... I am over here. I am in Charlie squad. So I've changed the colors on here. Default, I think this one's orange, gold colored, and I have Alpha. I think I've changed the color of that. Alpha's green, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. So I'm in Charlie. Says I want to go to Sierra listening post. And I haven't changed the marker for whatever reason. So here's one of the squad waypoint markers. And they want to move up on this base, but they don't see any markers over there over how to get over there. There's a vehicle spawn over here. I'm going to try to get a Sunderer and take it over there. And and what I did was I right clicked to put sorry, as I right click and I select the marker to put it down there. That's what I'm going to try to go to. There's a vehicle pull here. I'm going to try to get over there and pull a vehicle and move up. And it's got ran over by a friendly because sometimes the friendlies like doing that. I'm going to check my map again because there's been some platoon chatter. Here, my squad leader's at another base. I think they're at this base down here. So I want to redeploy. A minute ago they wanted us to go up here Sierra, but now they're not. And there's a platoon waypoint marker that looks different, that has a bunch of lines underneath of it and has a star over top, but they don't have one of those set up for whatever reason. So I threw an ammo pack over there, so now I'm resupplying it with ammo. There's a bunch of guys together. When you see a bunch of guys together, do that. So I'm trying to chase after this tank so I can repair it, but it's running away. It doesn't have a gunner. I'm assuming it's somebody new because they could slow down and had a gunner, but they didn't want one apparently. And I got sniped by a sniper. Didn't quite get behind the tree in time. And the kills are on their computer side because this is Planetside, so it works client side. So even if I would have gotten around the tree visually for me, that guy still could have hit me while on his screen it looked like I wasn't behind the tree yet. If that makes any sense, but that's how it works. Okay, I know there's a point that's contested. I'm going to try to get over here to D point. D is under control and C is threatened, so I'm heading for C. See, it's got it's purple. Okay, so there's that bar up on top. When I'm near it, it'll go on and I'll start capturing. If I pull back, it'll go away. See, I'll pull it over here, get it far enough away from it so it'll go away. Okay, so now I'm not near it. If I'm near it, I'm guarding it. And as long as there's a counter on the base, and see this is like a minute 47 on the base. If I'm over here guarding it, I'm going to get points like every 45 seconds or something. So I'm going to stay over here and I'm going to get some points because I'm a new player and I need some points. So it should, before too long, click and say I get some points for guarding it. Okay, now they put a platoon waypoint marker down. So I'm going to show you that on the map. I really shouldn't do this while I'm guarding the point, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. So the platoon waypoint marker is here. It's on Matheson's. They want us to respond and go over there. That's what it looks, the platoon waypoint marker looks like. The individual squads are going to put down markers like this, and then the main platoon waypoint is going to put down markers like that. Now, for whatever reason, it's not showing me up here the colors the way I had them set. I don't know why it's not doing that. But so the colors on the for the squads on the map are looking different. I'm in Charlie. I think that one's black. I think I said that one's black, but I'm not 100% sure. The blue one I'm pretty sure is Delta. This one's supposed to be is Alpha, I believe. Okay, this one's probably pretty protected at this point, but I should be getting some capture points for being here. Oh, we got the base back, so I'm not going to get any more. So I got stability defense, so I got an objective. So the objectives here in your directives. So you get your basic training ones for doing stuff for basic training. I got the ones for changing classes. I don't know how many times you have to do that, because apparently I didn't do it. If you join an outfit, you'll get one for that, and you'll get 10 friends. You'll get that. The way you can get the ones for 10 friends is you can just go in here to the platoon, and just click on guys and say add friend, and if they accept it, then you're in. I'm going to go with these guys from VCO. There's all kinds of different outfits. I've run with other outfits that have ran with this outfit. They seem to be pretty good guys, so I'm going to see if they can see if they'll do the friends for me, and that'll finish that directive. I'm just going to find anybody with VCO and friend them. They might invite me to their outfit. I can always go into, there's a couple different ways you can join outfits. And so I sent it to a whole bunch of people. So maybe they'll join me up, friends, maybe they won't. That'll show up down here. So I say I got almost 8 of the 10 already. So that's good. And then here, and then when you get, and this will it progresses. There's different levels of this. On this level, you get for join. This is for that auto join thing, and from the map screen, I have to activate that so I can do that apparently. Keybinds. So that's chat. I'm going to do that some other time and complete that. You guys don't need to worry about seeing me do that, because most of you guys are going to be using it. It's already keybind, and I have to hunt for it. I don't want to have to hunt for it. So as this progresses, there's different levels. Things will change what you have to do. Base defense, capture bases, pulling different kind of vehicles and get to this level. And then once you finally get done with it, then you'll get a cert reward, and you might get some kind of cosmetic reward, and you get some directive points, which really don't do a whole lot of this, showing how much you use your accounts. You have a whole bunch of directive points because I have multiple characters. Alright, so I've stayed here for a while. This is all under control. Going to look at the map, see what's going on. I can see how far away I am from the people in my unit from this marker here. It looks like most of them are elsewhere, so I'm going to try to move to the other base. The one with the star, that's the squad leader. I want to try to stay where they are. I'm trying to get over to Matheson. So what happens is there's a delay on getting these spawn points based on the timer and how much, what the population wise is in here. Now I don't know why I don't have activity over here. I should, but it's not showing for whatever reason. There's a vehicle. This is what a vehicle pool looks like on the map. It's kind of hard to see. It's like a little area with a ramp going down, it's square. There's a vehicle gate here. I'm going to try to get a Sunderer up over here to help out. I'm going to try to get it over here, so I'm going to try to move it over there. Move back over to my engineer since I'll be driving a vehicle. Is the enemy Sunder up ahead of me? I'm going to deploy and I'm going to try to destroy that Sunderer. I'm taking damage, but I really don't care. I'm just trying to get rid of Sunderer. That guy came down with light assault. Probably out of there. Yep, he C4'd me. See, I'm having a hard time getting up to where my rest of the squad is, so I'm trying to get up there. There's tons of enemy vehicles down there. Right now, I don't have tank mines unlocked on Continent, so there's not a whole lot I can do. I'm going to go ahead and take some tank mines. It's a sniper up in the hills somewhere. Can't even see him. So I'm trying to get down below to get into that area. I try to get out on the outside. Let's try to go through the inside. And so if I was worried about my getting killed, then I'd be really panicking at this point, but I really don't care. I am trying to destroy the enemy. Just gonna list all your kills down here that you get as you're killing the guys. I'm just trying to clear this stairs. I might get killed, but my guy's gonna be able to move up. My mines are going to stay down there as long as I have them down there, so they are going to go off. When you get to higher levels, you can use your engineer repair tool, and instead of using the fire button, you can use the aim button, and that'll allow you to here's a max that needs repair. Let's repair that max. And so I'm just gaining some experience here. I'm going to switch over to a medic, try to use a more passive attack. That's defense on here. Get some CERTs by healing people. A lot of people are going to be hesitant about going out here on the field, but using the right balance button to repair, to res. I'm just chasing guys that are going down and trying to res them as quick as I can. Using my heal aura to get me to heal myself as well. When you see these grenades are bouncing through here, try to get away from them. Okay, I could stay down for a certain amount of a little bit of time, and they could res me if there's a medic in the area for the next 15 seconds. I'm going to change my spawn, go back up here again, try to help in here. Get my medic tool back out. It's flash grenaded me. Somebody threw a fresh grenade. Could have been anybody. Yeah, now this guy back over here in the doorway. He's the guy that just killed me. Alright, so I didn't even realize there was this content capture already. So I received a white chassis lights for that. So basically we've been playing for a while. I don't even know how long it's been. So basically what I'm working on, what I'm trying to do is oops, not get killed by that guy up there for one thing. I'm not going to respawn here again. Should go to the Hawson warp gate. Okay, so what I've been doing with as a noob has been trying to stay close to the squad leader, which I was only able to do so successfully in this kind of situation. When there's a point that needs to be captured or defended, try to go to it and try to stay near it until the base is captured, and then repair things as you can if they need to be repaired as an engineer, and heal people and res people as a medic as you're able to do so. Those are pretty much the quickest ways to gain XP in a squad. Now I'm going to go through one last thing before I close this one out. This is an ant. An ant mines cordium. Cordium is going to show up on the map with an icon based on the level of cordium radar I have. To get most bang out of your buck for this vehicle, you want to go into your ant, you want to go into your ant CERTs and your let's see, just storage, mineral radar. I got basic level. I got some CERTs. I'm going to get another level of this, and that'll allow me to be able to have a greater range of the radar of looking for the mineral, the cordium. Now, the vehicle I have now doesn't have that because I did it well before, after I pulled. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to do a separate video on using the vehicles, but I just want to get the ant going on this for showing you how to get some quick certs, because that's really what this is about, is showing you basic exposure at the lower levels of what it's like. You don't have the best weapons, so you are going to get gunned down a lot, and I'll do a video on what kind of weapons to try to purchase early as well. So there's platoon way certs over that way, so I'm going to try to go that way, but I'm also going to look for cordium as I go. Okay, you can go to your main map to try to see the terrain, how to get over to where they want you to go. I'm vehicle, this is where you always are is at. I am going to go, we're trying to go up to here. Let's follow some roads back. There's a swamp over here. I'm going to try to cut through this area over here and get to this road to go across. See if I can get through there. Okay, so this is what the cordium looks like on the map. It's this little, looks like a torch to me. And when you're up to it, it looks like this. It's like a mineral rock. Now, when you fire on it, you load it into your vehicle. The rock's on the right. I'm depleting it, and I'm loading it up to my tank on the left. Now, you use this for construction, and you can see that when that counter pops up on the screen, I'm getting experience for draining this. And oops. So it's there for a second, even after you get rid of it. It's actually still physically there. Let this tank get by me. So when you're driving a vehicle, try to watch out for guys on the road, the individual infantry guys, but also other vehicles. Make sure you're not getting in their way. I try to go a little off-road there, but it's a little bit too much off-road even for an ant. Ants are really durable. You can do a lot of off-road, but that was a little bit much. Okay, so I'm going to go here, click on this. I'm trying to move across and get over to the platoon waypoint. I think I can cut straight through, so I'm going to try to cut straight through. Yeah, I hear you. So Z is your default squad chat, and I can't remember what the other ones are. I've moved all of my chats to the keyboard, and you know I have a chat key set up on my Logitech controller, because like I said previously, I play pretty much with the Logitech controller. If I'm just driving around, I'm pretty much entirely playing with the Logitech controller, but when I get up to a base, I have it set up so I'm using my left hand on the Logitech controller and the right hand on the mouse. I do very little keyboarding. I use the keyboard to change what seat I am in a vehicle, and if I'm going to send text, I use it for that, and I use it for the in-game chats. The in-game chat doesn't always work. And this is another reason for getting involved with an outfit, because most of the outfits have TeamSpeak, and you can use your TeamSpeak channel, and TeamSpeak's pretty much always reliable. I'm trying to figure out how to get away with this, where the platoon waypoint is. Hold on here, I'm going to check the map real quick. And I'm kind of using my waypoint just to give me a rough idea of which direction to go to get over there by the roads. Alright, so I have some cordium in my tank at this point, and another thing way you can get points of the cordium is by deploying things. And whoops, there's an enemy. I have no way to combat that at this point, except for small arms, so I'm going to try to avoid it. So this is in between bases now, so what I'm going to do is I am going to deploy this. Shoot, it's not red anymore. So I got a silo out, and then dump your in the silo. So now the accordion I have is on the left, and the accordion in the silo is on the right. Once the silo all the construction objects take a while to get built like this. And see, it's still not completely formed. It's still kind of virtual because everything, all the players on the ground, all the vehicles are all built out in nanites. They're being formed and constructed. This kind of thing is using accordion to hold the nanites together, or maybe it's an accordion structure and everything else is the nanite structure. The lore is kind of deep. So anyway, so my vehicle's damaged. I am a medic, so I can't fix it. And it's got ran over by an enemy vehicle. But that's okay. So you get points when you dump cordium into the silo. You get points when you farm the cordium out of the crystals. So that's another way at a low level to be able to get XP. So that pretty much covers basic low level kind of stuff. You are going to die a lot. Don't worry about dying. If you're going to stress out about dying, you shouldn't be playing Planetside. You know, it's good not to die, but you're trying to kill the other guys too. Everybody's going to die, just the way it is. It's a massive battle. So we're going to look around the battlefield now that we're going to leave the squad. So I'm not in the squad, and I'm going to look at the map. And so when you're looking at the map, the bigger fights you can hover over them because they have these flashing lights. And you can see this fight is there's 96 enemies and there's 24 to 48 friendlies. If you look at the disc below it, you can see the proportion of the enemy versus the friendlies. We have 26%, and then the Terrans have 40, but the Vanu are there with 34. So that's a big fight. It's 96 versus 24 to 48 of us. So comparatively to a lot of first-person shooters, that's a lot of people fighting. And we were trying to move up into this fight, which is what that platoon was originally, but I don't know how big that was when they were there. I'm assuming it was bigger because it's based on the size of our platoon. This is the biggest fight going on at that point, so I'm going to try to get up into that area just so you can see what that kind of fighting looks like. I'm going to get a light assault so I can move around a little bit. Okay, there's a shield up over there. That red disc, that's an enemy base. They built a base over there. Oops, we got an enemy vehicle over here. Well, he either was not going to see me or he was going to see me. He may or not have radar. Looks like they said that spawn point's still there. Looks like somebody destroyed the lightning or he moved away. I see that lighting on my map. He may or may not see me. So I can't really get into where a bigger fight is, but this video's gone on pretty long, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up. The next one I'm going to talk about vehicles. I'm going to be in VR and talk about the different kind of vehicles.